Good evening and welcome to the best of the good life. My name is Drago as usual. Now today we bring to you the show from the magnificent or the most gorgeous Fairway Hotel located on Kafur Road. Now we end the week in style. We talk about one thing and that's one thing only. That's money. You know, during this festive season, Christmas is quickly setting up. You need to know how to make that extra cash. And today we are going to talk with a young man who is a CEO of his own company. It's a forex company that goes by the names of Forex Bulls. And this company will teach you how to make this extra cash that is going to come in handy for you. So don't move an inch, stay with us. This is the best of the good life. And I'm Drago. The rapidly growing economy of Uganda creates the perfect space for investors to take a keen interest in forex trade deals. Many people are building their wealth by trading Ugandan shillings for international currencies that are gaining value in the market. This weekend, we sit down with one of the best forex traders in town.
I'm called Ahikyirize Daniel, and I'm actually 20 years currently, and I'll be making 21 soon. Probably Jan. That's when I have my birthday. So I was born from Western Uganda. The district is Kasese, and then my tribe, I'm actually a Msongwera, but I think a few people actually know about the tribe there. So I'm actually here to represent. So I'm a Msongwera by tribe, right? And so I was born from kind of an average family, but not that much. So, and then I have some relation to the royal family in our region. So the king to the Songwera kingdom is an uncle to me. So growing up, actually grew up from still Western Uganda, and my education is still Western Uganda. Went to Kasese, then later to Fort Portal, and then Mbarara. So I was basically in Western Uganda. Then later on, I had to get back to travel to Kampala. Growing up, I was actually this kind of a humble guy, you know, but so anxious, wanting to learn more, wanting to know more about this. But then at some point, so silent, you know. And up to now, I'm that type still, but you know, as you grow up, of course, you change a little bit. So my greatest inspiration in life, of course, is my parents, you know, someone who pushes you, someone who forces you at least to be someone better, you know, because that's what life is all about, you know, growing up and up. So I actually find my greatest inspiration in my parents, dad and mom, being there for me, maybe in the hardest parts in life, someone pushing you, you have to do this and this is possible, you know. So the person again who knows me the best in the world, it's mom and dad. Yeah, they do know me. You know, someone knowing your ups and downs, someone knowing you that, okay, he likes this and this. This is how he actually behaves, you know. So about 2 years ago, I actually tried multiple businesses, online businesses, and nothing was actually working out. So I really don't know how this came, but I just got into a YouTube video about forex trading. I was like, I think I need to try this out, make extensive research and learn about this. So that's how I actually knew about trading. So from then I started learning more and more about forex trading until I became a better person in it, and so I became a trader.
Now they say that it's not always easy to do what's not popular, but hey, that is where you make your money. And today I decided to sit down with a young man, and when I say a young man, I mean it in all length, that this man is actually a young man who actually decided to sample or to take a leap of faith in this sort of business that I don't have any idea of, but I've heard of so many times, and that is forex trade. Today I sit down with Daniel, who I can't pronounce the other name because it's complicated. Daniel, it's good to have you on Chilling. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, please.
You're saying your name is not that complicated?
Yeah, it's not that complicated.
How do they pronounce it?
You pronounce it as Ahikyirize.
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 Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it might be complicated maybe depending on...
And what does it mean?
So Ahikyirize means to get something done. Yeah, getting something done, right?
Yeah. Okay, I had a pleasure of listening to your story behind the scenes. Yeah,
Yes,
I was behind the cameras, and some of what you said, I wanted to pick from there. That you didn't speak much more about your scholarly.
Okay.
How far did you go with education?
Now my education story is also this type of confusing. So I actually did up to senior 6 and then had to go for civil engineering.
Okay.
So I started civil engineering at Tindeja University.
Yeah.
So I was in my year 1, but then initially I started learning about the business and learning more and more. So I was starting to catch up, making profits, doing this and this. People getting an idea about the business. So when lockdown clocked in, we left school, but then I kept on losing interest in school and gaining more interest in the business side. So at some point I was like, so I had to quit. I quit. I was actually doing civil engineering.
Ooh. What was the response of your parents? How did they feel like?
Of course, parents do not like such things in this current, the current situation. So like, okay, it's not a good idea, this and this. So we had to sit down with dad and mom. We actually discussed. So I showed them that this and this that I'm actually doing, and it's actually working out. It's starting to pay off. I'm becoming a better person. I'm doing this and this. So we finally came out to a conclusion.
It's a win-win.
Yeah, we came out to a conclusion. So I'm like, okay, fine. You can pursue your business side.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're quite a young man, 20 years old. How have you had any challenges, like to do with clients, getting them convinced about your age and this business? Because when somebody talks about forex trade, they expect somebody more seasoned, more mature, more, you know. Haven't you had that as a challenge?
But yeah, now facts, when I was actually getting started, so that was about 2 years. Of course, you know, people do not easily pick trust in a very kind of young person, that kind of stuff. But then when I started up, I knew at some point people needed trust, people needed to know that, okay, this is what he does. So I had to show up. And then most importantly, the results of the people that you are actually working with provide the next step to the other people. So the moment people start working well, being better, profiting in the business, of course, other people also pick trust in you. They're like, okay, I think this works. So initially, at first, of course, I actually faced those challenges. Oh, this is a young man. So I actually did one of the videos describing that, okay, this is how I actually got into the business, and this is what I've actually achieved. So people started picking trust and trust. So it's now better.
Daniel, as I mentioned at the beginning that I have zero knowledge about forex trade. It's a gray area for me, but I'm so interested and excited to start from scratch with you, given the fact that I've seen some of your YouTube clips and you have a testimonial of your business working out. So tell me, also to another person that has not known about forex trade, what is this?
Now, actually, just like how you said it, there are very, very many people in the country who actually do not have any idea about forex trading. I can say that I've actually heard about it or seen any person doing it, but then they do not have any idea about this. But then it's a very great venture for someone to get in. Just like what you are telling me, it would be a very, very great idea. So the basic thing to get started with trading is actually getting the right knowledge at first. You have to first learn, just like before getting into any business or anything, any venture, you have to learn how things actually work. You get the idea, the real idea, so you can get started with it. So just like in trading, without the right knowledge, it's a bit so hard to work out.
How did you get the knowledge? Who was your mentor?
Oh, yeah.
And how did you know that you're going to actually do this?
Now, I personally, knowing it, just like what I told you, I actually knew about it from YouTube. So YouTube was my first option. So I started off learning from YouTube, finding out how does trading work, is it possible to make profits, is it even legitimate, is it this and this. So I basically did most of my research from YouTube.
Yeah.
Now, the good thing is, since it's a very, very high income skill and many people want it, there's some other websites where you can even learn for free. I usually tell many people who want to get started, the website is called babypips.com. You can learn everything for free on that website, the whole context. But maybe the biggest problem is it's so detailed, and you are going to find that you actually need, let's say, 5% or 15% of all that content to make profits. So you're going to find it a bit so hard for many people to come up with that. Okay, I have to start from the first lesson up to the 100th lesson, right? So people find it a little bit difficult. Even me actually found it difficult. So from YouTube, I had to get a mentor, someone to guide me through. But then the mentor was actually not Ugandan, because there were no many traders, so we are actually bringing up the awareness. So I actually got a mentor. The mentor was from the US, so we would basically do lessons through Zoom, then with some other community of other traders. So that's how I basically learned trading.
What do you basically need to learn this? Do you have to have background of economics or some statistics? Well, tell me, because can a layman do this? A person who has not gone to school.
Wow, this question has been asked multiple times, and I'm always glad to answer it. So the thing is, now, in actual sense, I think in business schools, people do learn trading, how to trade the stock market, how to trade the forex market. There's the crypto market coming up, many financial markets. So in a good way, in some institutions, they actually teach these skills. But then now the good thing is that in this current generation, you can actually learn everything from the internet. So that's the good thing. So for any person who can get access to YouTube, or maybe let's say someone doesn't know how, doesn't understand English, and then you got a mentor who can teach in your own language, you're going to learn, because it's not this difficult kind of thing where you have to do calculations or you have to master this and this. It's just getting the basic concept. So to briefly talk about it, it's someone knowing that, okay, the value of this currency is actually rising, so I have to buy it. And then the value of the other currency is falling, so I have to sell it. So that's the main idea that you just have to learn. So all in all, I usually say you can learn trading whether you have gone to school or you have not gone to school. You can still learn. Yes.
Okay, well, I think we are moving too fast. Let's get back to the basic. Please break it down for me in bits. Tell me, how much did you start with, and how long did you take biting on that idea of making that decision? Because I also understand this using my general knowledge that forex is all about risk management. How long did you even keep in when that risk happened? Tell me, and how long did you take learning?
Now, maybe let me start off with learning, then we shall later cover up the starting capital. So I actually spent about 3 months learning.
Only 3 months?
Yeah. But now one good thing that I actually always tell people is learning never ends. Now, most especially in trading, you are going to keep learning. Today you might learn this trading strategy, tomorrow you're going to learn another, and depending on what happened. So the process of learning is actually continuous. You keep learning and learning. So so me personally, it took me about 3 months mastering the basics, learning about the markets, this and this. So those were about 3 months. Then
investment. How much?
Now, so I started off with my first investment. So initially I thought that okay, you actually need about, let's say, 1 million Ugandan shillings to start trading, because that's what I'd actually found out on YouTube, that you need let's say $300 or $500 to start off. So I was like, I'm not going to get this. So I had to make more research. So I actually found out that okay, you can even start up with $1, with $5. So me personally, I actually started up with only $10. That's about 36k Ugandan shillings. So I was so excited. In fact, I was so excited because this was my first investment. And I was so excited. I'm like, okay, now I'm starting off. So from the $10 that I actually started off with, I remember I made profits of about $12 from the $10. So with all that excitement, I was not a bit so clear with my trading strategies. I'm not doing risk management. So I'd made the $12, but not following the risk management plans. I think I withdrew my profits and then later traded the $10. Yeah. Yes, please.
Wow, great. This is amazing. Now, Daniel, tell me, the truth is, why aren't Ugandans adopting to this as much as other countries are, like in Kenya, South Africa? What is lacking?
Now,
what are you not telling them?
Now, I'm actually so super excited about this. People are now learning about this. One thing I found out is I actually knew that, okay, maybe a lot of people may not be knowing about this, but people would like to take the opportunity. Because me personally, I didn't know about this. I just made research because that was my only option, making research and knowing something better. So that's how I knew about trading. So either ways, many people in the country may not be knowing about this. But when you follow up, in South Africa, there are about 300,000 traders.
Wow.
Yeah. Nigeria, then Kenya. Now, that's why I was actually telling you that I'm now excited. At least people in Uganda, in my country, are now picking up. The phase is now on. People are now learning about the financial markets. They're doing this and this. One thing I think I didn't tell you this is, when you learn how to trade the forex market, you can actually trade the stock market, you can actually trade the crypto market. So it's a 3 thing in one, just getting one package for the 3 things. So who wouldn't be excited to get such an opportunity, you know? Yeah.
Well, check this out, Daniel. We're going for a break. And now, when we return, we're going to talk about how you actually came to analyze the Ugandan market and how you were like, I'm able to work into this market. Wow. Talk about forex trading. This young man has all the knowledge for you. So how did you come to actually develop forex bull?
Now, yeah. So the thing is, in trading, it's a community. At some point, you want to get a community to interact with. You know, like I told you, let's say it's a school. People are doing the same course. So either way, in trading, there's this thing, you need to have a community where to interact with the other people. Maybe you're analyzing the same currency pairs. So that's how I actually came up with Forex Bulls. So Forex Bulls is a company which brings up many other traders and students who actually want to learn trading. Because I told you, many people might want mentors, and then it's always better to work with someone who is already experienced, who has done something, you know. So that's how that's what Forex Bulls actually does.
Wow. Yes. The hashtag is UBC Chilling, and the Twitter handle is @ChillingUBCTV. What's your Twitter handle? People can follow us meanwhile.
Yeah, my Twitter handle is Vidola, and then on Instagram still it's Vidola UG.
Okay. Yes. Please keep the conversation flowing and follow us. Please bring in those questions. I want to hear those questions about Forex. All right, we take a break. By the way, speaking about smartness, you're a right man. 100%. You killed it. I think you're one of my smartest guests I've had on Chilling. The way how he's dressed, you can totally get convinced that this man is all about getting that mola. All right, we'll take a break. Stay with us. Don't move an inch, and don't go anywhere. This is Chilling. Now, all I can say is that thank you for staying with us and staying glued on the best of the good life. Now, today we decided to tackle a field that is very unknown to so many, but it's very exciting. You know, when you get deep into understanding it, and it's actually also profitable. You know, you need to make that extra cash during this festive season. Make that little money. And nobody is better at explaining to you that than this big gentleman himself, Daniel from Forex Bulls. Yes. Now, Daniel, something that we didn't tackle in the first part, how can somebody best describe you? Are you a Forex trader? Are you a Forex expert? Are you a Forex coach? Or what is it? How can somebody...
Wow, such a great question. So you can basically describe me as a trader. I do trade, and then at the same time, I'm a CEO to Forex Bulls, and I can personally do coaching because people need to learn. So I'm a trader, then a coach, and then I head Forex Bulls.
Okay.
Yes, please.
So, how did you come to analyze the market, the Ugandan market? Because as I told you earlier that this has never been experiment. Okay, it is working, but it's picking so slow.
Yeah.
And how did you manage to convince yourself to take that risk into this market?
I got the idea and the greatness to take the risk from the fact that, okay, this is a global market, this is an international market. You can trade the Ugandan shilling, you can trade the dollar. And then one thing I didn't say is the forex market is actually traded by big banks. Banks in Uganda too do. They also trade forex. So I knew this is a very, very great one, of course, to take on.
So is it that you buy when it's low and then sell when it's high?
Now that's
is that how it's works?
Now that's the basic idea. So I can easily explain it in such a way.
Yeah.
So let's say you know that, okay, the value of the Ugandan shilling is going to raise. Maybe you know the economy is now doing well. So you'd buy the currency, you'd buy the Ugandan shilling when it's low, right? So you'd make profit as the value raises, as the value keeps on raising. So you are basically buying low and then selling high. That's the main idea behind. Yes, please.
So in your knowledge, what's the difference between forex trading and the stock market?
Yeah.
Do they work differently?
Maybe the main similarity is the old financial markets. But now in the forex market, you are basically trading forex. You are trading currencies. Then in the stock market, you are trading shares, company shares. Let's say it's Facebook, let's say it's those big companies. They lay out some of the portion of the shares to be traded publicly by people. So now that's the stock market. Though one thing that I was actually emphasizing is maybe if you actually know how to trade the forex market, you can easily trade the stock market because they're all financial markets. Yes, please.
This is amazing. This is amazing. What are some of the challenges that you've encountered in this sort of business?
Now, the main challenges now is bringing awareness to people. Many people do not believe that, okay, it's possible that you can trade, you can get this amount of profits. At some point, actually, I actually traded with about 70,000 Ugandan shillings. Wow. And I turned the 70,000 Ugandan shillings to about 2 million in 1 week. So when I did this, I actually posted it to show people what was possible.
Yeah.
I showed people what was possible. But then many people take a bit longer to believe that this is possible. And of course, it's a good idea to first make some research. So that's the main challenge, people not knowing this. So that's why you see we try at least to do more of YouTube, showing people, okay, this and this and this. Yes, please.
What has been the greatest reception? Like most of them commenting, what do they say in those comments?
Wow. Now, currently now people are knowing. Now people need to learn because people need to take the ideas now. I usually say that the early birds, of course, the people now, people want to learn how trading works because now they can see that, okay, it's possible. You can trade, you can start up with 50,000 Ugandan shillings. Which other big business are you going to start up with that? So now people want to take over the advantage. Very, very many people now. Yes, please.
Speaking about an offer, we talked about an offer that during this festive season we have to offer people something. Yeah. What do we have from Forex Bulls? Are you mentoring people? What is this?
Yeah. So we were so pleased to get this. So we want at least to get about 5 people under our mentorship. We shall get them from scratch until they can start trading by themselves.
Okay.
Yes, so we'll be basically taking about 5 lucky people and we'll get them enrolled in our team. They'll actually learn how to trade with us and the Forex Bulls community. It's actually a very, very great privilege to people who know that the business now. Yes.
Yeah. Can really somebody, because I'm asking you this again, and I want you to put on record.
Yes, please.
Can somebody really get rich through Forex? Because there's some people who have their account money seated there and they don't have anything to use it for. Yet they can invest it somewhere and then it keeps on multiplying.
Exactly.
Can that really happen in reality?
Definitely, definitely. Now, look at this in a bigger picture. You have bought low. Let's say you have bought the Ugandan shilling. You have bought low, but you know that value is going to raise.
Yes.
You are absolutely going to profit. You are going to make profits. Now, facts are you can get rich. You can get rich trading. you can become a better person. You know, because me starting off, I was nowhere, you know. But then currently, I'm somewhere so far. Actually, compare my previous 2 years of trading, they are far better to the rest of the years that I've actually lived. Because I thought about this and I took over the opportunity and learned. So facts are you can profit. I think I actually uploaded some of the videos on YouTube where I actually do some live trading. Actually show you that, okay, I'm trading with, let's say, $100 and I'm actually making profits of this and this. So the main thing is, it now all depends on someone. Me personally, I'm taking it as a career. So someone else might want to take it as a side hustle. Someone else might want to do it as an investment. The investments you can buy.
What do you advise? For somebody to take it as a full-time thing? Or?
Now, it all depends. But now, me personally, I'm now all in. It's now my career. And I'm actually benefiting too much from it. So someone else might be doing a job. So you might want to take it as a side hustle. Like I'll be trading in the morning, oil in the evening to make some extra money. And then some other person might want to do it as an investment. You have some good money and then you trade. We have what we call swing trading in the business. You can buy a given currency and hold it for about a year, a month, 2 months. So you are basically profiting over time. Yes.
How many are you, do you think? How many traders are you in Uganda? Because this is unheard of for most of the people. I know forex is there.
Yes, please.
We've been taught about the stock market. We've been taught about the cryptocurrencies. We've been talked about, even if when you go to any bank here, you know that forex exchange is there. But how many are you forex traders?
In the country?
So far?
I know one thing I know is there are some traders, but there are not so many. There are some traders, of course, in the country. Most of them are actually now upcoming. They're now learning. We started up this thing. You can actually search up on YouTube. We started up this thing, and there are now traders coming up.
Are you familiar with some of these people?
Currently, no.
No.
But yeah, but one thing I can say is there are some traders. Apart from those ones that are actually in the Forex Bulls community, it's a big community now as compared to the popularity of the business in the country. Yes.
I see you're recruiting. That's great. So how would you rank yourself in that space of forex traders?
I'm the leading trader in the country.
Get out of here.
Facts. Yes, please.
Shut the front door. Yeah. But you're doing a great job at it. I'm seeing you're 20, but I think if you keep on doing whatever you're doing, by 30 you'll be a billionaire.
Very true. I usually tell people, okay, screenshot this. I usually post, I'm like, screenshot this. I just watch in about 5 years.
Yeah.
Because I really believe in what I'm doing and I know it pays off. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That was it. We had a great conversation, Daniel, and thank you for getting me familiar with this field. I'll go on and preach the gospel, about forex trade. And next time, maybe I should have you after some good time so that we give these people a testimony of how you've improved and how you become more and more richer with this. Wow, it has been a great show. Until next time we meet with another incredible young man or young woman or young personnel. Please stay blessed and tackle this next week with a lot of energy and get the best out of it. Bye and have a good evening. Take care, guys.